Troops have amassed in the forests of Lithuania in recent days, but so far only for a military exercise. A unit of the German Bundeswehr is training to support NATO partner Lithuania in case of attack.
We have armoured forces here from Germany, mechanised infantry with their combat vehicles. We've also got various reconnaissance vehicles and artillery.
Since the war broke out in Ukraine, the Bundeswehr presence in Lithuania has been ramped up once again. Some 900 soldiers are now stationed here. They'll be deployed to defend this border if necessary. The Neman River separates Lithuania from the Russian oblast of Kaliningrad. The exclave is surrounded by the Baltic Sea, Poland and Lithuania, and it's well armed with Russia's Baltic fleet stationed here. It's also believed to be a nuclear weapons storage site. The border town of Paniemunė in Lithuania has grown accustomed to its highly militarized neighbors. It fosters good relations with the Russians, says Mayor Virginia Lutuviene, and she sincerely hopes things will stay quiet here, despite the war raging in Ukraine, even if things may never be quite the same.
We used to cross the border to go shopping before the pandemic hit, and now we're going to feel the consequences of this war. And the Russians will too.
Visas for Kaliningrad stopped being issued here some time ago, and hardly any trucks are passing the checkpoint. First, it was because of the COVID pandemic. Now, it's due to Russia's invasion of Ukraine. This Russian truck driver finds the whole thing unfathomable.
I was waiting around with Ukrainian truckers to cross the Lithuanian border. Why should we hate each other?
Kaliningrad can still be reached by air and sea. Do residents there feel threatened by NATO as Russian media claims?
You can tell that transiting through Lithuania takes longer than it used to, and the general mood is bad. We know things are very serious.
In the Lithuanian capital of Vilnius, it's clear just how dire the situation has become. Many locals are showing solidarity with Ukraine. The victims of the Bloody Sunday of Vilnius are buried in front of the city's gates. 31 years ago, Soviet special forces shot and killed 14 people demonstrating for Lithuania's independence. Residents still recall the decades of Soviet rule, now more vividly than ever.
Unlike other European countries, we've been living with this unpredictable neighbour for a long time. It's a fact of our geographic location.
We can't just stay calm. We have to watch out and work with our NATO allies.
Vigilance is also the order of the day for this Lithuanian security expert. He says that Kaliningrad is particularly exposed.
This Kaliningrad region is seen as the possible threat. There was a question if Kremlin or Belarus are not going to connect Kaliningrad and Belarus and disconnect the Baltic countries from the European countries.
That would mean war between NATO and Russia, as the residents of Paniemunė are acutely aware. Mayor Lutuviene is visiting the town's only Russian inhabitant, who was in Kaliningrad just a few days ago.
Believe me, everyone is talking about the war. What can I say? When the higher-ups pick a fight, it's the people who bear the brunt of it.
The people of Paniemunė are showing solidarity, but they won't be visiting Kaliningrad anytime soon.
We used to always think how great it would be to visit the Russians without passing through the checkpoints, and for them to visit us.
Instead, it's as if the Cold War were back, and here on the Neman River, people are feeling its chill.